I think Bruce Davis should get his parole. For the simple fact is, he was allegedly convicted. I say allegedly, he was the alleged defendant, meaning I can't prove he did it or not, nor his testimony at the time might have been tainted. He might have been under the influence of hallucinogenic drugs around the time that he says that he committed the murder. But he did take responsibility for it. I believe it was Shorty Shea out at Spine Ranch, and they never found Shorty Shea's body. So anyhow, Bruce Davis is in prison serving life, and they want to keep him in prison, and they don't want to let him out. And I think it's silly. For the simple fact is, there were people back in 1969 that committed way more murders than Bruce Davis or the Manson family allegedly were convicted for. There were people out there committing all sorts of murders around California, and the media never sensationalized it, and the media doesn't remember it. And it's all over the news about what Bruce Davis supposedly did back in '69, and they put a lot on his back, and he's been in prison for so many years. I wrote him a few years back, and he sent me a calendar, and I think it's nonsense that he's still in prison. And the Manson family story might be a lot different than what people think. See, I'm an alternative researcher. I studied the Lino LaBianca case, and there were 7 detectives that worked that case. Back in '69, there were 49 homicide detectives in the LA area, and there were 7 detectives that worked the LaBianca case. Then a couple detectives worked the Shorty Shea case. But all the detectives worked together along with the Cielo Drive. And 2 of the detectives from the LaBianca case also worked the Bobby Kennedy case. And there was a lot of corruption surrounding Sirhan, the Bobby Kennedy case. There was a lot of corruption dealing with the marker on Lino LaBianca's stomach. I don't know what Bruce Davis knows or doesn't know, but I know he goes out of his way to educate younger people. And Bobby Boussalet, I believe, is still in the penitentiary. And they say that Charles Manson died recently, which is an unfortunate thing for Charles Manson's son. One of the big things about this case is Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski was away for a long time in Europe, and now he's back. And Doris Tate and her family advocated on behalf of Sharon Tate for years, and that's sad that Sharon Tate left the public's eye, but there's a lot of skepticism of whether Sharon Tate died in that house that night. They turned the victims into saints, and anybody who spoke out against what the accepted consensus was got labeled a fruitcake. But in today's world, we're looking back and we're researching the case, we're finding out there might be a lot more to the story. I think they should let Bruce Davis out of the penitentiary. Possibly put him on some History Channel shows. Figure out what happened.